Hi, my name is Susan Pilar, and I teach second-year acting, and I'm very grateful to be here. And I'd like to introduce you to a couple of my fabulous students, and they'll introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name is Georgie Murphy. I'm a Canadian citizen studying at ADA, and I am in my second and final year.
Hi, I'm Gino Branchiforte. I'm from New Jersey, and I'm studying at ADA. This is my second year.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, and everybody out here, thank you. I want to talk about first-year acting. So many things to think about, but I think the first phrase that comes to mind for me is that 95% of all acting is prepare to act. And if you're prepared to act, you can act. And if you're not prepared, you can't act. So this is not a requirement. This is a necessity for people to be prepared. And I think the question is, what does that truly mean? Preparedness. So first, before we talk about the foundation of first-year acting, why do we act? Why do we do this crazy profession? Gino, Georgie?
That's a loaded question, but Susan, I think, or the reason why I act is because there's nothing else in the world that brings you closer to the human condition and what it means to be human. And I think that it's a very courageous career path or hobby if you just like to act because you love it and for fun. And I think that telling stories that need to be told, especially in this day and age, is why we act, and actors feel a calling. And no matter how difficult it is, as I said, like in this day and age, I think that it's more important than ever to have courage and to march on through this crazy world. And being able to act is a gift. And I think we as actors need to realize that if we don't.
All right, so we're professional storytellers, right? We tell stories of voices that are unheard. Good. Gino, why do you act?
Well, Georgie had a lovely answer that I will try not to steal. But acting has been something that I thought about for a long time. I'm a little older than Georgie, and I've just kind of stepped into acting in the last maybe 4 years of my life. I was writing before that, and I was writing because it felt like the only way I could express or formalize my voice in a way that was useful for other people. And then it turned out that actually taking words off the page and putting them into life just suited me so much better. I feel so much more connected to the work, and being able to use my voice actually vocally and my breath and my body has changed everything for me. So yeah, I don't think I could go back.
Yes, well, first-year training is really about self-discovery. At the Academy, we are immersed in developing the mind, the body, the voice, and in turn, your humanity. But why is it not the easiest chore, right? To allow yourself permission to be, right, in that state of what we call the being state. The state of the art of being, which is the hardest state to be in, but it's the only state which organic, experiential, spontaneous behavior can be incubated. It is the foundation, it is the bedrock, right? But if you don't know thyself and you don't know who you are, then how can all this organic, experiential behavior blossom? Because if you don't know how to play yourself, how can you play others? So like Georgie said, it takes a lot of courage to be an artist. But being prepared, right? The first year is self-discovery with solid technique and foundation. Those two together are really what makes an Academy student. But the first big step, right, is listening. Always easier said than done to listen. Yeah, your mom said it, right? Yeah, you hear me, but you're not listening. We've all heard that before. I even have selective listening. I hear what I want to hear sometimes when my husband speaks. So to listen, it is an active, right, thing. To listen fully in the moment. So there's two types of listening. Always already listening and listening fully. If you're looking at us right now and you're thinking, oh my gosh, please, please tell me something I need to know. I already know this. Then you're not listening. If you got your hand up and you've already turned to fix and play with your phone, you're not listening. So listening is an active verb and it takes a lot to listen. It is the foundation of acting. Active talking and listening. You get a stimulus. You get affected, right? You digest it. It comes back with a point of view and you get triggered and you throw out the next response. Stimulus, affect, response, express. Those four parts are what we call the living process. But if we're not listening, right, and listening to understand versus listening to talk. How hard was listening, actors, as a first-year student?
In my first year, I really struggled with listening and being, because it sort of goes against everything humans are like, we know our ego, what others think of us, and acting is anything but about you. It's not about the actor, it's about the story, it's about the circumstances, it's about the character. So I could be listening to you, Susan, but I could be thinking, okay, what's my next line? How am I going to walk over there to grab that glass of water, which is planning, which is also something that I scrapped as soon as I could. But then I sort of realized, okay, put yourself, just leave her when you come in the door. It's not about you. And then I was able to really listen to what my partner was saying and digest and listen with my body and my soul and my heart. And as I learned from you, the head and the heart sort of need to merge, and that can create something beautiful. So once I left myself alone, I was able to fully come into the room and listen with my entire being.
Great. Because most of us are a slave to the past and the future. What has happened and what you think is going to happen. So to come back to the art of being, allowing. We are being paid to be private in a public forum. So when you're in the art of being, you're not self-conscious. It feels like it's personal. It is from the heart. It grabs the attention of the viewer. It liberates and frees us from tension. But most of us aren't in the now. We are slave, right, to this. Our so-called smartphones have made us dumb. So we do not know thyself. Because the fear of being good for other people, right, usually holds us back. That is the wall, the block and an inhibitor that holds us back from being our true extraordinary selves. And usually it's, right, we said fear stands for false evidence about reality. You're making up something that has not happened. Good, Gino, how does this resonate with you? The blocks and the inhibitors of first year. I know Georgie says, I got to get out of my head. I got to get back into the moment and on to partner. How does that read for you?
True. Yeah, I think the hardest thing about first year, not just being able to notice yourself and let yourself go, but to be able to do that while listening to someone else, to be able to let go of how you think you should be or how you feel you should act, how you feel you should respond, and just respond. Just take in what's happening, be present with that person, and allow yourself to work from that other person. I think it was in stage combat. Our teacher recently told us we have to be paying attention and protecting the other person. We can't be protecting ourselves, because if we're both protecting ourselves, we're going to hurt each other. So if both of us are working for each other, listening to each other, communicating for each other, then we can be safe together and we can play together and we can have real spontaneous connection in the moment, even with all the choreography of stage combat.
Right. It is the ping pong of impulses that we have to start trusting. And if we don't trust ourselves, then we will always, right, be self-conscious, always not trusting that we are enough. So we have to own ourselves. And that takes a lot of courage. So I'm going to ask both actors to do a very simple exercise. So how do you feel that you're, right, what I just said, do an exercise, Gina and Georgie? Anything come up for you physically?
It's always a battle between tension and freedom. So when you said that, I could feel muscles within me clench. And it's just knowing that they're there, being okay with that, breathing.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It is what it is, but the body responds and wants to protect itself. And it's my job, right, as an actor, to ground myself and do inventory. Okay, so these actors may have done these exercises a long time ago, but maybe not lately. So I'm going to take myself off the screen, and I'm going to ask both actors to try to work off each other in the moment. And we're going to do the simple exercise, tell me who you are. So the only thing I'm asking for is the actors is to ask the question, tell me who you are, and you respond, I'm a person who, and you fill in the blanks. So we'll go one direction and I'll show maybe just a minute, and then we'll flip the other direction. And remember, actors, to thy own self be true. All right, so we have two actors on, and they're working off each other, and they're checking in with the body. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little inventory. Any tension you're holding in the body, Georgie, do you know anything? Yeah, so go ahead and remedy. If you want to roll the head, yeah, go for it. Anything that's bothering you. I'd like you to inhale, yeah, and release on a nice sigh. Yeah. And we're going to take each other in fully. No idea where this exercise is going to go. And Gina's going to ask, tell me who you are. And Georgie's going to respond, I'm a person who blah, blah, blahs. And we're not going to think about it. And we're just going to go really quickly and see what that feels like. And I'll tell you when to switch. And here we go.
Gino, tell me who you are.
I'm a person that lost place of where he was for a minute.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person that's in a room with his boyfriend.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who's recording from his kitchen.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who's nervous that his dog will come into frame.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who's excited to work with you again on Act 2 today.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who misses his mom a lot.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who kind of can't wait to see his mom and grandma.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who is excited for the summer.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who hates the cold.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who's been nauseous since like 9 p.m. last night.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who took Pepto-Bismol to try to remedy the nausea, and it's coming together now.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who still hasn't eaten yet today.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who hasn't had any coffee yet today.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who spent a lot of time last night making juice for today and haven't drunk the juice yet, and I'm getting kind of impatient about that juice.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who cleaned up today.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person with a lot of laundry to fold.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who is kind of freaking out about work.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who doesn't want to go to work tonight.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who needs the money, and so I will be going to work tonight.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who just wants to eat dinner and relax.
All right, one more. Tell me one thing you like about yourself and switch.
One thing I like about myself, I like that I cut my hair off, finally.
Good, switch.
Georgie, tell me who you are.
I am a person who drank a lot of coffee today.
Georgie, tell me who you are.
I'm a person who's a little bit anxious right now.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person with very sweaty palms.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person that's not wearing socks right now.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who hates not wearing socks.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person that didn't have breakfast this morning.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person that is emotionally fatigued right now.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person that needs to be more gentle with myself.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who puts a lot of trust into their scene partner.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who loves singing.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who misses their family.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who is trying to breathe through the moment.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person that has spent a lot of time on Zoom.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person that's afraid of bad things happening.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who finds it hard to live in the good moments sometimes.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who loves the work.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who's a little bit sore right now.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person that is looking at someone else.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person that feels a little bit stiff.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person that has grown a lot in the past year.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who loves being outside.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who is deeply emotional.
Tell me who you are.
I am a person who recently stopped apologizing for being too emotional.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who loves her friends.
Tell me who you are.
I'm a person who misses her dog.
Tell me who you are.
Right. And one more, one thing you like about yourself.
I like how I am able to put myself in someone else's shoes and feel empathy.
All right. And normally we'd shake hands and shake it off. But at this point, just thank your partner for that interchange.
Thank you.
Thanks, Georgie.
Oh boy, it's been a while, hasn't it? To thy own self be true. We're just so not used to, as actors, to tell who we are, right?
Yeah, when you told us, I was like, well, what character are we?
I'm so much more comfortable talking about somebody else when the bedrock of my acting is through me. I am the vessel of the voice. I'm the conduit for these voices to come through me. So nice job, actors, being honest and truthful what was going on in the moment. How does your body feel after you tell your truth? And do you feel a difference?
I think with every truth that I tell and with every moment that goes by, I drop in deeper and I connect more fully to the circumstance I'm in right now and my scene partner, which isn't easy. But.
Yeah, me and my character have to become one.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes some time in the process. And you, where you are in the process of your play may, right, not be coming together quite yet. right? But telling your truth, and it is what it is, being what is happening now, can transport you into the character. Do you agree? Anything you want to add to that, Gina?
Yeah, absolutely. I think some of the best work I've done at ADA, it's become so deep because I found so much connection through myself, as opposed to trying to fight myself or say, oh, this isn't like me. And even in moments where I find, oh, this person is doing something that I wouldn't do, if I become curious about why they're doing it and I put myself in that position, it becomes maybe not easy, but certainly available for me to empathize and gain an understanding of that truth, and then to allow it to become my own truth and to play through that truth. Yeah.
Yeah, but it takes time owning yourself. Because I think as actors, I was so fearful of telling how I felt because I was scared to being judged by other people. If I was in a cruddy mood, I felt depressed. I felt people were like, well, if I said it, therefore they'll think that. And I think if we give ourselves a chance to get off the hook, that's who I am right now. It is not the essence who I am in my entire being. I'm evolving. I'm an evolving human being. But when I give that truth, then I can move on to something else just as truthful. It's like someone, right, asking you every day, you know, how you're doing. And the majority of people say, fine, I'm fine. Because in an acting class, we are asking you to go deeper to who you are, not just the social. And we all know that there's something always underlying what people say. People are what they do, not what they say. Do you agree? And if you haven't learned that, you will. It is a very unfortunate lesson I think most of us learn in life, which becomes the second part of the foundation of first year acting. What is going underneath the line? We are all masters of disguise. Do you agree? I'm putting on the image I want you to think of me. But truly, who I am is who I was when the camera was off an hour ago, running around, right? But who I am is what this. So, and first year is about taking the mask off, not putting one on. Relish in your truth. Then we can move on to more extraordinary, more complex characters. But like I said, it's best to know thyself before you start playing others. Because there is no escalator, right, to truth and self-discovery or artistic mastery. We are all taking the stairs, one step, one unique moment at a time. And that is the artist's journey. And it doesn't end, does it? It moves through second year. You never quit listening. It's like an athlete or a ballerina goes, right, or a musician who goes every day to their scales. They have to practice the art of listening. So we said that each moment is a stimulus that gets affected and digested, right, and comes back a response. So I want both actors to now work, right, through a simple Meisner exercise of repetition. Now, this was an exercise that took a lot of time to master. Do you agree? Right, so when we're doing this exercise, I don't want to dumb it down because we've spent already a year and a half really understanding the layers of what it is to be spontaneous, intuitive, and experiential and organic in the moment. But I'm going to have these two actors work off each other. And we'll do simple Meisner exercise of repetition, where I'll ask the actors, of course, to make an observation of what they see in the present tense. They again will repeat the moment from their point of view, and so on until the next moment has to happen. So I'm going to give you permission, actors, right, to think of first year. Don't feel compelled to change the moment until the moment has to change. All right, so we're going to watch this like a ping pong match between these two actors, and they will, right, be working off each other, and as truthfully as they can. They will stay in the present tense if they can. Again, this is not a game of syntax, right? This is a game of unsaid subtext. All right, so I'm gonna have the actors work up each other. Don't speak until you have to speak. All right, and this will be an exercise in first year. And here we go. And take your time. Don't speak until you have to speak.
You're tense.
I'm tense.
You're tense.
I'm tense.
You're tense.
I am tense.
Yeah, you agree.
You're smiling.
I'm smiling.
You're happy.
You made me happy.
I made you happy.
You made me happy.
I made you happy.
You made me happy.
I made you happy.
That makes you happy.
That makes me happy.
That makes you ecstatic.
That makes me ecstatic.
Yeah, now you're confused.
Now I'm confused.
Now you're confused.
You're questioning me.
I'm questioning you.
You're questioning me.
I'm questioning you.
You're questioning me.
Oh, that makes you upset.
That makes me upset.
It makes you upset.
You're laughing at me.
I'm laughing at you.
You're laughing at me.
I'm laughing at you.
You think this is funny.
I think this is funny.
You think this is funny.
I think you're funny.
You think I'm funny.
I think you're funny.
You think I'm funny.
Oh, you're scratching.
I'm scratching.
Oh, you're scratching.
I'm scratching.
You're fidgeting.
I'm fidgeting.
Yeah, you're anxious.
You're stern.
I'm stern.
You're stern.
I'm stern.
You're stern.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
You corrected me.
I corrected you.
You corrected me.
You made me smile.
I made you smile.
You made me smile.
You're relaxed.
I'm relaxed.
You're relaxed.
You're mocking me.
I'm not mocking you.
Oh, you're not mocking me.
I'm not mocking you.
You corrected me.
I corrected you.
You corrected me.
I corrected you.
You agree.
I agree.
You think that's funny?
You're paying attention.
I'm paying attention.
I feel seen by you.
You feel seen by me.
I feel seen by you.
You feel seen by me.
I feel seen by you.
You look comfortable.
I look comfortable.
You like being seen.
I like being seen.
You like being seen.
I like being seen.
You like being seen.
You called me out.
I called you out.
You think that's funny?
I think it's funny.
You're making fun of me.
I was making fun of you a little.
You're making fun of me a little.
I was making fun of you a little.
You're making fun of me a little.
You're okay with that.
I'm okay with that.
You're okay with that.
I'm okay with that.
You're okay with that.
I'm okay with that.
You're okay with that.
You got serious.
I don't believe you.
You don't believe me.
I don't believe you.
You think I'm lying.
I think you're lying.
You think I'm lying.
Yeah, I think you're lying.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong.
You don't like that.
I don't like that.
You don't like being wrong.
No, I don't like being wrong.
No, you don't like being wrong.
You like to correct people.
I like to correct people.
You like to correct people.
I like to correct people.
You like to correct people.
You crossed your arms.
Yeah, I crossed my arms.
You're intimidating.
I'm intimidating.
You're intimidating.
You're intimidated.
I'm intimidated.
You're intimidated.
You're sassy.
I'm sassy?
Being sassy.
I'm being sassy.
You're giving me attitude.
I'm giving you attitude?
Do you think that's funny?
Yeah, I think that's funny.
Yeah, you think that's funny?
Oh, you're giving me attitude.
I'm giving you attitude.
Yeah, you're giving me attitude.
Yeah, I'm giving you attitude.
You're giving me attitude.
You're shaking your head.
I was shaking my head.
You're laughing.
You made me laugh.
You're enjoying yourself.
Oh, I'm enjoying myself.
Oh, you're enjoying yourself.
I'm enjoying myself.
You're enjoying yourself.
I'm enjoying myself.
You're laid back.
All right, nice actors. And normally we would shake hands and shake it off. So thank each other for that interchange. And I know we're doing this online, but when we talk about shaking hands and shaking it off, it is a trust between two partners. So we ask that you do not talk or about the work, what happened in the moment, in that truthful, honest, spontaneous interchange. So that we allow ourselves to, of course, remain spontaneous and truthful. All right. What was that like, actors, after a while?
In first year, I really struggled with Meisner. I don't know why. I think I was just trying to muscle it a little bit too hard. But once you sort of find that key, which is just be, don't try. The more you try, the harder it will be for you to have a truthful connection. So once I just allowed myself to be boring, which is not boring. We think that for people to want to watch us, we have to be like crazy entertaining, but people just want to see real life.
Truth, absolutely. Yeah. And boy, that was like a emotional roller coaster, not high stakes, but because we are getting, right, digesting, we have to come with our personal point of view. What other point of view do you have? There is not a better Georgie or a better Gino that you can even imagine. It will fall short to the dimensions that you already have. So why not work from this dimensional place instead of from an idea? Because that truth and spontaneity engages us because we don't know what's going to happen next. And if we don't allow that to continue, right, that's why we think starting in this way is what separates an ordinary versus extraordinary actor, because they are free and liberated to be affectable, expressible, risable, spontaneous, vulnerable in a second, regardless of who they're working off of. This creates longevity in this artist. Gina, what was that like? I'm sure, right? It's more easy, but what was that like again?
Oh, I appreciate you saying that, because it's not easy. It's so hard to let go of result, of feeling like, oh, I'm doing an exercise, you got to do it. I think Meisner has always been the Meisner repetition exercise. This like standing repetition has always been my favorite kind of foundational exercise, because it reminds me that I can let go, that even if I don't have stakes, even if I don't have lines, I can craft something that is honest and truthful with someone without having to think about it. We can be present with each other, and I can let Georgie give me all the information I need to be honest and responsive, as long as I have a point of view, which I do, especially about Georgie Murphy. I got a point of view.
But it really takes the trust between you and your partner.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And to know that whatever's coming off of my partner is what it is. And I love, Georgie, that you said, I have to risk, right, being what some people think would be boring. I have to risk, right, allowing the moment to unfold to wherever the moment's going to unfold. Gina, do you want to say something?
Yeah, I will just like double down on that. It takes so much courage, and I don't know if I really learned that that was the mechanism through which I could be so honest, was through courage until your class, second year, because I just remember when you told us that, when you told us to be courageous, to do something courageous today. I thought back on like one of my first Meisner repetition exercises where we had an activity and I was unpacking a bag. And I'd put something in the bag that I knew was going to embarrass me and allowed myself to try to forget about it, such that I had some kind of stake. And looking back on it, I see, well, that was me exercising courage. I said to myself, what would scare me? Put that there and let it affect me. Because I know I have a point of view about it, because I know I'm not trying to set up like a huge thing, like a huge scene for myself. But if I find this thing and someone sees it, I will be seen in a way that I can't avoid. And that kind of courage is really what it takes to be able to be seen and like fully and honestly. And that, yeah.
And we've talked about courage really stems from the French word, right? Of the heart. And when you allow yourself permission to allow these images and to be affected in that way, then really extraordinary behavior can unfold. Truly. So this takes a lot of time to learn, right? How to do this as freely as these young actors, but this is the foundation of the house that we build. So think about that, right? We don't want to be painting the shutters before the foundation of truthful acting and listening unfolds. And I'd love to thank Gino and Georgie so much for attending today, and everybody out there. Passion is our key at the Academy, right? And when you look at the word passion, it really says say, pass I on if you separate it. And the I part is so important. So like I said, know thyself, you are enough, get training. It's so important. And I just want to say thank you so much for joining us. And we hope you had a good example of first year training. Thank you.